Hello, I'm Dr. Chonta Haynes with Heart to Heart Truth Ministries, and this is your truth for the week. In 5 minutes or less, I'm going to help you put feet to your faith so that you can walk victoriously. That's right, we're getting the biblical application from the message today. And so today we're going to talk about how to get a prayer through. Oh, if you remember those points, you definitely want to get a prayer through. But if you remember those points, that first one was about relationship. You have to have a relationship with the Father. You can't just pretend like he's a vending machine and you can put a prayer in, get a blessing out. Doesn't work like this. It's not a drive-through breakthrough. Have a relationship with the Lord. How do you develop a relationship? You spend time with him. You spend time in prayer with him. You communicate with him. Communication, prayer is a two-way street. You pray, you ask specifically, but you also have to then listen to hear what he has to say back to you. So the first one is develop that relationship, and then you can get a prayer through. Secondly, you got to know him. Got to know that one, he hears you. How are you going to do that? You're going to read your word. Every single time he has heard so many in the past. Remember, he listened to Joshua. Remember, he heard Elijah and he responded. He did the same thing for the 3 Hebrew boys. He did the same thing for Daniel. He'll do the same thing for you. You've got to know that you know that you know. 1 John 5:17. He hears you. Confidence. You've got to be assured that he hears you. So relationship, and then you've got to know him and know that he hears you. Thirdly, you got to learn to trust him. Believe that he's got your best interest at heart. If he doesn't answer it immediately, it might just be delayed. It might be on its way. Even if it is delayed and on its way, you've got to know that he's got your best interest at heart, and he is not going to allow you to fail or fall. But if something happens where it doesn't look like it's working out in your favor, just wait a little while. Trust him. How do you develop that trust? It's all still about relationship. Read your word, know his promises, recite those promises, declare them over your life. No stress, no strain, no struggle, no frustration. I'm walking in grace and I'm going to rest in knowing him. And then the fourth thing, always have that joyful spirit. How do you remain joyful even in the midst of a storm? I could ask myself that quite often, and I've been accused of just being too optimistic. Why is that? Because I trust that God knows me and I am his favorite. I know that I know that I know that I have so much of a connection with him that there's no point in being down, because if he allowed it to happen, it's for my good. Even if it doesn't feel good or taste good at the moment, even if it's discipline and it's harsh or it feels like it's harsh, if it's pushing me outside of my comfort zone, you got to know, just like your parents have your best interest at heart and they will always have your back, they will always fight for you. Or just like you have that friend that is your ride or die, all you have to do is say, he did, and they got the bag ready to go, like whose car are we taking and whose GPS are we turning off? That kind of thing. You got to know that that's what God is for you. He is the sovereign Lord and he loves you. So if you want to be able to get a prayer through, it starts with the relationship. It starts in knowing that he does hear you. It then continues in your trusting that the outcome is going to be for your good. And finally, that joyful spirit comes because of that trust, because of that knowing, because of that relationship. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm Dr. Chonta Haynes with Heart to Heart Truth Ministries. It's my pleasure helping you put feet to your faith so that you can walk victoriously. Go out now, take your authority, and ask. Hi, thanks for listening and watching. And if you enjoyed what you've seen, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And hit that notification button so you'll know the next time there's a new episode. Listen, as a result of my coaching program, my clients have experienced a calming of the emotional roller coaster. They have a compelling future, as well as the confidence and the know-how to achieve it. And they have clarity on the financial tools that they need in order to live life on their terms and save tens of thousands of dollars. I'm looking for women who are devastated by the double Ds, divorce or death, who want to gain confidence to live life on their terms with peace and financial security. My question is, who do you know? Have them go ahead and book a call with me so that we can get to that compelling future. My heart may be broke, but your bank account doesn't have to be. online at h2truth.org. At Heart to Heart Truth Ministries, we're helping believers live an abundant life based on God's Word, standing on His promises, walking out His principles, sharing with God's people, serving as unto the Lord.